Hello Lorcana and TCG enthusiasts, and welcome to another Lorcana deck profile and gameplay video where today we are looking at possibly the best deck of the format. Of course, the other best deck would be Amethyst Ruby Control. This is Emerald Steel Control or Emerald Control, using the very powerful Emerald cards with the very powerful control cards of Steel. So let's take a look at the cards. We got 4 Cursed Merfolk. I'm sorry there, I just decided I really liked only 3 Cursed Merfolk. No, I want my 4th Cursed Merfolk. So anyways, we got 4 Cursed Merfolk, 4 Flynn Rider, 4 Sudden Chill, 4 Ursula. This of course is the Ursula that allows you to look at your opponent's hand and pitch songs, which is nice against song control. We're running 1 Hypnotize, 1 𝐒𝐿 Cloud Kicker, very nice just to spin Nuisance, 3 cost or less, 2 cost power cards back to your opponent's hand. We got Prince John, we got the Singer Ursula, because we have a lot of things in this deck that the Singer Ursula is just very strong at, with Sudden Chill and a lot of the good steel cards as well. We got 2 Daisy Duck, we got 3 Donald Duck, we got 2 Fire Tuck, again, depending on the deck we're playing, this card can be useful against our opponent. If our opponent has less cards in their hand than us, then this is just ink fodder, basically. 1 Lucifer and 1 Robin Hood. And then for the steel side, we got 4 Captain Hook, 4 Mr. Smee, 2 Benja, because items are becoming more and more prevalent, especially with the Ruby item of Maui's Fish Hook. We want to get rid of that automatically and not mention that Sapphire is still pretty much in the format. We have 3 Let the Storm Rage On, another song that's really good to sing off of Ursula. 2 Rise of the Titans, just because locations for Ruby Sapphire are becoming very prominent. That McDuck Manor is 9 will to have to deal with. Not mentioned this deals with items as well. We mostly just want to use it to nuke off locations. 4 Strength of a Raging Fire, another song that's really good to sing off of Ursula. 2's Then Came Zeus, and then finally 4 of the Draw Beast. So mainly, we're playing a hand control package with, of course, what we have in Emerald, and we're playing the control package of Steel. So anyways, we have 2 different control styles here with our decks, hand control and control. So let's take it to the Pixelborn ladder in a best 2 out of 3 and see how well we do. Alright, our first matchup against Steel Ruby. So 2 very good control colors, though Ruby, my opinion, is more aggro, just because of the amount of aggro cards it has, but it does have a very strong control package. This is actually really nice. Honestly, I think Lucifer is really the only card I want out. We got the Dino, we got the Daisy. I think Lucifer's just the only card I want out, just to see if we can't pull anything that's not. Alright, well, we pulled plenty of things. Honestly, I think Donald's gonna go. And we're gonna put out the Cursed Merfolk, and that's a great start. This is already a nuisance for my opponent to have to deal with, which is kind of what we want to do. And then next turn, we literally have Flynn Ryan to come out, and we're already questing for 4 ink. It's my friend, the Jolly Roger. We could summon out Mr. Smee to deal with that. Honestly, it's only a 5-willed boat, but then again, the Jolly Roger. I guess this gives everything rush, but I mean, if my opponent wants to rush into a Cursed Merfolk and lose cards, I guess he could do that. We're just gonna put a Mr. Smee away. We're gonna put out Flynn Rider. Like I said, if he wants to swing into this and start ripping cards out of his hand, he could be my guest. The thing is, though, I think only pirates can move here for free. Yeah, your pirates can only move here for free. The problem is, there's no way for him to put a character there, unless it's a pirate character like Mr. Smee. Oh look, it's Mr. Smee! The problem, though, is Mr. Smee's gonna take a damage to his face, because he's going to be in rest mode without a Captain Hook or a Captain character being on the board. But again, I really do not care if he decides he wants to pitch stuff out of his hand already. I mean, I guess it's an okay thing there. Honestly, I really like Daisy, because Ursula would be really nice to come down this turn, because then Ursula could then sing a Sudden Chill. You know what? I think Daisy's going to go, because I do kind of want Strength of a Raging Fire, just because it is a good song that we could use. So we'll quest the other 2, and we will pass. Again, this would literally mean Mr. Smee is going to have to come in and swing in again. That just deals 1 more damage to him. Yeah, it does mean he's going to knock out the Ursula, which is annoying. Unless he decides to play a captain character, which he does have, like Captain Hook. John Silver is a captain as well. The greater problem he has is maybe it's not worth. Maybe it's just worth singing. I mean, he gets Rush. Okay. Maybe it's just worth singing Strength of a Raging Fire, knocking out Mr. Shmee, and then I do very little damage to this, mind you, but maybe that's the play. Yeah, we're gonna just sing Strength of a Raging Fire, knocking that out. Let's use it again. Mind you that this John Silver only takes A damage from that attack. We're going to do this. I kind of still want to keep Sudden Chill. I don't think this Ursula's staying around. So honestly, I'm just going to play Donald so we can get another draw. So we can get 2 draws a turn. I don't think this Ursula is sticking around at all. But the thing is, if he does let that stick around, I'm just going to swing this Donald into this John Silver. Unless he plays another location. Alright, so this is... You turn whenever this character battles not a character challenge, you may draw a card. Yeah, I was right. The John Silver's going to go after me. I was 100% correct on that attack. So we'll take another draw here. That's pretty nice. Opponent does get a draw. Mind you that the Donald Duck is not like the Beast where we both ignore the draw. Let's see what's in his hand. So he's got a Rise of the Titans, another Jolly Roger, and a Captain Hook that can't be challenged by anything that is 3 cost or less. Honestly, I'm going to put down this Flynn Rider. We knock that out. I mean, if he wants to keep coming in with all this character stuff, I mean, I'll probably knock out the Jolly Roger sooner or later. Thing is, though, he can swing this Jafar into me, but the question is, does he take this draw to be better than anything else? The greater problem is, right now, if he swings on any of these Flynns, he's losing a card a turn. I guess he could attach to that. But all that does is give him the Rush and the Challenger. He does get a draw off of having this Jafar swing at me, which he's doing right now. Okay, so he's going to basically lose a card to swing over this Flynn Rider. Makes sense. He gets a draw, so he's going a +0 in essence. So he's going to swing this Captain Hook at the Donald Duck. So that removes that from being a problem for him. It also removes it being a draw. Okay. So we're going to quest with the Flynn Rider, and we're going to deal a single point of damage there. Now, the problem is, if he swings at all against this Flynn Rider, I get a draw off this Prince John. And even though he is playing Steel... Oh, that's pretty nice. Even though he is playing Steel, the great issue is that this Prince John basically just gives me anything I need. Alright, so let's see what he's kind of going to do. He gets a draw from this. Okay, so that's going to knock out. Makes sense. It'd be really nice if I could find like some of my songs. It'd be really nice to see. Yeah, I knew for a fact that Ursula wasn't going to survive. That's the reason why I did Strength of a Raging Fire. Maybe it would have been better to swing over the Jolly Roger, all honesty. The question now, does he decide just to quest? Okay. The problem is he's starting to run low on, like, resources. Or the fact of the matter is that, let's see. He discards 2 cards here. Because if this wins, he draws, but... Okay. So maybe... So if I go to 16 off of this... No. So he only gets 2 here. If he does decide to hit one of these 2, I get a draw off the Prince John. So, unless he plays that card, which he will. I mean, honestly, if it's a card he can play at 7, that can do anything. Okay. So he does get a location, so he can't spam to 1. So it is kind of annoying. that I don't get. But now the question is, does he swing at this and lose it? He has to actually. Okay, so he did. Okay. So, unfortunately, his location spam has helped him out. Because he was able to get a bunch of locations all set up for everything. Now, if I could do any 2-cost, any character that gives me 2 lore off this Donald Duck draw, that pretty much does it. I just quest these 2. He's got 8. He can't win off of that. So, yeah, we just do this. We do this. We do this. We do this. I basically win. He can't target this Prince John unless he's running swords. He can't win. He gets 5 this turn. 1, the 2, the 1, and the 1. And unfortunately, thanks to this Prince John being literally being a yeah, I won him. He would have to have drawn a swords to basically win. Well, that was game 1. Let's jump into game 2 and see if we could take that win. Our second game is against Sapphire Ruby, which is picking up a lot of pace. It's a control variant itself. You're using the ramp engine of Sapphire. Ramp up to get into your control Sapphire cards. I don't think I need 2 of these. This is like very late. Maybe it's worth keeping. Yeah, we'll keep that. I'll just get rid of at least 1 Storm Rages on. The Cloud Kicker is actually pretty nice as well. Ooh, wow, this is actually kind of tough. This would be good against the turn 4 play if he sees McDuck Manor. This only plays 2 McDuck Manor. I think I value Captain Hook a little more. So we'll do that. The Sun and Chill really can only come out once I get Prince John on the board, because then I can get the draw of Prince John. Now, we are dealing, of course, with ramp. So this will be a little harder for us because this deck can ramp very fast, very quick, depending on how the build is set up. So we'll just kind of have to see, because this deck ramps quickly into all of its aggro Sapphire cards. Now, I call them aggro because that's what they're really good at, is being aggro nuisance to us. I honestly think I value Flynn Rider more than I value that Rise of the Titans. Again, they only play 2 McDuck Manor, so unless he's gonna seed in his draws, it's not harmful to me. And nothing in this. There's only 1 card in this entire deck that has a rush capability, and that's the Queen of Hearts. If he drew it, he drew it. It sucks that I went for the quest off the Captain Hook. But that just deals... Well, Gus, no, that would then give him the extra 1 life there. He's playing the Bell in here. That's pretty good. Again, it's really nice because this deck is probably playing Lucky Dime. So if it's playing Lucky Dime, which is actually a really good card for him, it means that Bell is way more, like, dangerous to me. Because the Bell gets that plus 4 lore when you're at 10 or more cards in your Inkwell. It's not hard to do in a Sapphire strategy, especially with all the ramp we have now in Sapphire. So then when Lucky Dime comes out, Lucky Dime will trigger, then you can pay to target Bell. You gain 5 lore because it's on how much lore that character has currently. So Bell is basically just giving you 5 lore and you never have to do anything. You could quest for the Bell that turn and get 10 lore. Or you could just sit with her just sitting there pretty and force your opponent to have the out. Fishbone Quill, very strong card. I can almost feel like Fishbone Quill later in life could be like limited. Let's see. He hasn't swung with anything, so honestly, I'm just gonna swing the Prince John to force him to discard a card. And let's honestly see what he has. Now, again, stripping him to a very low amount is not bad. Fishbone Quill will draw the card. Cloud Kicker. Let's see if he's got any songs. No. So he's got a Madame Medusa, a Bell. Yeah, it's Bell that has 10 or more cards or Inkwell, and a Flaversham. So the Flaversham's going to be annoying because next turn he basically can knock out the Popsicle. And he's also got Madame Medusa, which is also a very nuisance-y card to have. I'm just going to put that into my Inkwell, and I'm going to do this. Now, he can't target the Prince John with hit, but lucky enough, next turn, depending on what he does have any actions this turn. Okay. So, this will be nice. So, he discards 2, so Lucifer will have a little bit more of a punching power next turn. Because if he goes Fishbone Quill to put something away, and he also puts something in his Inkwell for turn, that would put him down 2 cards, leaving him with 3, depending on what he really wants to keep. Lucifer can strip 2 cards, unless he has an action. But we didn't see any actions out of him, so I'm not really afraid. Now, okay, so he's not going to go with the... Well, that's going to strip him hard. Unfortunately, unless we draw a literal inkable card, you know what? We're gonna hope and pray and Orange Jesus, please give us an inkable card. McDuck Manor's gone. Okay, that's an inkable card that I kind of do not want to give him more draws. And then we play this. We don't have anybody to sing this right now. So, again, it's only literally... It has to be 2 characters. I'm going to strip them down to a singular card. Now, the problem is Flaversham doesn't really care for that. Flaversham basically will nuke off that popsicle on his questing phase, and he's going to basically get 2 draws. Okay, so the Madame Medusa is gone, and I, of course, get 2 draws myself, because I draw for every card that's pitched. So I'm just going to go for quest and a quest. Now, the thing is that he has to be cautious of the fact that, yes, I am going to be cautious of the fact that next turn he can literally nuke off the board presence. It can all just go, whoop, off the board. But honestly, I mean, if he's going to go for be prepared, it's perfectly fine with me. Let him burn the entire board. Yeah. It still means he's literally got this left in his hand, and at next turn I can literally go this actually will be nice on that. So I'm just going to go Daisy Duck, and I'm just going to go this. And I'm fine sitting at 5 ink. I'd rather keep this Ursula in my hand. Again, if he plays Madame Medusa, that's annoying. Typically, this deck's playing 2 Madame Medusa, 2 Lady Tremaine. Okay, well, that's a nuisance. One of the Daisy's gone. Alright. I'm just going to put this out. Quest with this. He doesn't really have anything. I don't know if it was worth putting that to do nothing. Now, question is, did he get... Okay, so he's got the Maui, which is annoying. Nothing I could do about that. Now, of course, I'm going to sing this Let It Go, or Let the Storm Rage On. I'm going to hit that twice. We're going to sing that. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-da. Sing-a-dee. The sing-a-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-da. Alright, well, that knocks that out. I'm going to then... Let's just put this Ursula away. Literally, she's doing nothing right now. Mr. Shmee can come on out. We can sing a Strength of a Raging Fire. Knock that out. And then that removes at least the bigger threat on the board. That being, of course, Maleficent. Now, the one thing about this deck is that now it's just going to drop all of its bombs. How far I'll go. He's just playing this. So he's going to put a card in hand, a card in his Inkwell. So, yeah, now he's got the 10. So any bell is now a nuisance. Another Maui, why not? I mean, it's doing really nothing for him right now. Except being like that, a nuisance card here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to quest with this Mr. Shmee. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to deal 2 damage to that Maui. So no matter what Maui he swings at Mr. Shmee, it's getting knocked out. Again, the one thing about this deck is it doesn't have a strong draw engine. Yeah, it's a really good draw engine. If you can see, like, Flaversham, Popsicle. But once you kind of burn through all your cards, you're kind of in this weird state where you're struggling, like, to draw. Like, yeah, Flaversham, all he does per turn is just give you an enter. So let's do that. Little Prince John. We quest with this. And then I go to 14. If this Maui swings at this Benja, sure. Knock it out. but I knock out the Maui as well, so it's a trade-off. A 1-to-1 trade, which I don't mind. The Maui's already team. Now, again, he can't do anything with this Prince John, so I could literally sit here for some amount of turns and hope I draw something good. That's 2 Maui. I don't know how many Maui or if he's played any Maui into his Inkwell. Now, the thing about this deck also is the fact you have to remember that everything that goes in your Inkwell via all your Sapphire cards. Now, there, he knew what 2 cards were going to go into his Inkwell, how far I'll go, but typically if you think about like 1 jump ahead, if you think about all the other Sapphire cards that put stuff into your Inkwell from your deck face down, you have to remember that there's nothing you can do to like know what you're putting into your Inkwell at that state is, because of the fact of the matter is that, oh well. So you're going to go be prepared on 2 guys. Well, let's see what bomb you draw this time. If it's a Maui, I'm never going to quest. I'm going to just sit here so I can have my 2 draw. That's 2 be prepared out of you. I've seen a couple Maleficent. I hate that Madame Medusa targets... Why are so many characters 3 cost? Why are so many good characters 3 power or less? Someone needs to start explaining that to me. Now, the problem is Madame Medusa is a very nuisancey card. Lucky enough, that beast is pretty nice. I should maybe have quested with the Ursula, because there is a chance the Ursula I could draw into my... one of my other 2, Let the Storm Rage on. If I know he's going to draw that, though. Because then that could have, like, nuked off a Madame Medusa in 1 shot. Let's see. I have 5 right now. If I quest with this for the 2, I go to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. If he literally doesn't draw Lady Tremaine or Madame Medusa, I'm fine. This gets me the win. He literally either has to draw Be Prepared, Madame Medusa, Lady Tremaine, or Maleficent. Sometimes they just draw it, you know? Sometimes they just draw the character you don't want them to be drawing. Now, again, he has to draw his bombs, so he's drawing a card a turn. So if I draw anything with two lore on it, like I said, if I draw anything with 2 lore on it and he doesn't draw a way to nuke it, alright, that's a popsicle that gets him another draw. Did he... Oh, wait, this gets him 3 draws! Oh, no! Right, popsicle, but he's already, like, sent 2 Maleficent, or a Maleficent to his Inkwell. He's got 1 in his grave. There's 1 sitting here. So, unless he drew but even if he drew Lady Tremaine, I'm just Lady Tremaining this Ursula off the board. He'd have to throw the Madame Medusa at it so that he ensures I do not pick to just get rid of the Ursula, because I'm going to get rid of the Ursula with a Tamatoa. Okay, so I really don't fear anything now. Okay, yeah, you get yourself a popsicle, and what, you get to draw 1? I guess he can sing Be Prepared. That is a thing he can do. Maleficent can sing Be Prepared, but that just nukes your entire board state. And you're praying I don't get another character that's 2 lore or more. Yeah, I get it. This is it. It was a good game. It was a good game, but I got it in the end. Ooh, wow, that was pretty fun. It was close, though. It was close, but it was good. It was a good one. Well, I hope you enjoyed that gameplay and the Emerald Control deck. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments on both. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.